Fully reusable small lift launch is widely viewed as uneconomical. What do skeptics get wrong?
Yeah, so I think there's kind of a few things there. So I think definitely the skeptics getting it wrong don't understand the kind of driving unit economics of what actually drives the cost of operating launches. So there's kind of two big dimensions that you kind of need to realize drive a lot of the significant cost of the launch of a rocket. So one of those is your fixed costs that your business operates with. So this is kind of all your staff, your payroll, overheads, paying for your facilities, rent, all that kind of stuff. And this you have to pay pretty much regardless of how many rockets you're launching, how often you're launching them. So the kind of cost contribution you need to pay as a business towards paying off those fixed overheads per launch then is obviously sensitive to cadence. So if you're spreading it over one launch a year, that one launch has to cover all of those fixed costs. If you're spreading it over many launches, it's much less. To the point where if you had infinite launches, it's basically zero. So there's that element. And then there's also the actual direct operating cost of that launch, the marginal direct cost of operating that launch, which is much more driven by the cost of the vehicle, the cost of operating that vehicle, your insurance that you've got to have, all of these kind of things. And so for a fully reusable vehicle, the kind of fixed cost to a first order shouldn't really be any different. You're going to still have typically a similar number of people, maybe even actually less, because you don't need to have quite as high of a manufacturing rate for the same flight cadence. And so this kind of fixed cost, which is kind of cadence sensitive, actually is probably quite similar. And a lot of people go, oh, with reusability, there was this kind of myth spread by Ariane Group back in the day that you need cadence to somehow make reusability worth it. Well, that doesn't actually hold up.